Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Brahmaloka Tarot. I'm Lauren, and today's pick a card reading is all about the powerful equinox portal happening soon. This is a sacred seasonal threshold. It's a moment of cosmic balance where day and night are equal in length, 12 hours each. In the northern hemisphere, where I am, it marks the fall or autumn equinox, ushering in a time of release, reflection, harvest, and inward turning. In the southern hemisphere, this is the spring equinox, a celebration of rebirth, renewal, and planting seeds for growth. Spiritually, equinoxes are energetic reset points. They invite us to pause, to realign, and to notice what's ending and what's beginning, both around us and within us. And this year it's extra potent because we also are in eclipse season. These eclipses highlight karmic closure, relationship recalibration, and bold leaps towards your soul path. So, what we do now sets the tone for that transformation. So, in this reading, we'll tune into what you're harvesting or releasing as this seasonal cycle completes, and what you're ready to bloom or root next in your next chapter. What your guides and ancestors and spirit team want you to know as you cross that equinox threshold. And that's depending on what comes up through this reading. So let's just do a little bit of breath work together as we normally do. We'll just take a nice deep breath and inhale through the nose. Then we'll exhale through the mouth together. We won't be counting. I'm just going to ask that you do this with me right now. So just exhale everything out. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And now this time we're going to really breathe in through the nose. Okay, ready? And then breathe out. I feel like we should do that one more time. Breathe in. And then exhale through the mouth. And release. There we go. So what you see in front of us are three piles. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. I will show you your significator cards and then these trinkets here, okay? So pile number 1, this is your card, the Cardinal. And that is with this pine cone that I got from a recent meandering through the woods with one of my friends. You know who you are. And then pile number 2 has this card. It's the Peacock. And that is with, I don't know what kind of rock this is. It just caught my attention outside. If anyone knows, please let me know. But it almost kind of looks like granite or some sort of composite stone. I just really liked it. And pile number 3 has this card, the Swan. That's with these pine needles, a big chunk of them. They smell really good. Pine is really cleansing. This is coming from the, ponderosa pines out here. So this is the moment where you can pause the video if you need a little bit more time to take a look at these 3 piles. And once you've chosen your pile or piles, please go down to the description box or the comments section where you'll find a pinned comment there. And you'll see the timestamps for your reading. Click on those timestamps, whichever one corresponds to the pile or piles of your choosing, and I'll see you in your separate readings. Bye. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. Today's reading is about the equinox that's upon us. We are also in eclipse season, so that's bringing a lot of potent energy into this reading today. If you chose this pile number 1, this is your significator card with the Cardinal, bright red Cardinal. Looks kind of badass to me if you get what I mean. It's got kind of like a mohawk, whatever hairdo it has. I really love the Cardinal. We'll look at the book for that. And then you have this Pinecone from a ponderosa pine. We have a lot of those in the forests around here. So I just took one. I'll put that off to the side. Okay. So we have channeled messages for each and every pile. I'll start with the channeled messages, and then we'll dive into your tarot cards, and then we've got some oracle cards here that we'll also dive into. So let's see. For the equinox, pile number 1, what is it that is coming through for you in your channeled messages? What if I'm wrong, is what I hear. What if I'm wrong? So loud and clear. Doubt is loud and truth is soft. Truth is like the subtle morning light at dawn, creeping in after a long, cold, dark night. You may not notice it at first, but your eyes adjust and then boom, the sun comes up. Wake up first thing in the morning. Waste no more time on ifs, ands, or buts, on the shoulda, woulda, couldas, on the world going nuts. This is a direct message for the viewer and the writer too. No more sleeping in. You've got life to do. No more I can't, I won't, I'm too tired, I'm too sad. No more wishing to not be here. No more judging. No more criticizing. No more being mad. When will you give up this petty play where you put off till tomorrow what you could start today? Your mind's taken over, your thoughts are unclear, you're being driven farther and farther from something so near. Put down your phone and go detox alone, for the equinox will do what you couldn't for you. It will ask of you to look in your eyes, stare up at the skies, soak your sorrows away, gently cleanse day by day. Eat steamed veggies and rice. Sit in silence twice. Each day when you rise and then rest. Just do your best. Take naps. Don't drink beer. Stretch your body and steer clear of distractions, of noise, of entertainment and toys. You're craving confidence and compliments of knowing the self and permanence. No more riddles, no more lies, no more deceit, no more cries. Enough with the attitude. Show yourself and God some gratitude. It is never too late to change your ways, so consider this moment your moment of grace. Wow, I felt that really speaking to me, especially when it came through and said it was for the viewer and the writer. And I was like, oh, geez, this is probably my pile. So guys, if you're in this pile, I am too. Okay. So let's take a look at your cards here. This is for the equinox and the eclipses, the eclipse season. What is it that pile 1 needs to know for this? The star came out. And then those 2 cards. Let's just see what all 3 of these cards are. Okay. Okay. We have the star, as we said before. And then we have the world. I love the look of that world. And this woman is amazing. So confident. Her hairdo too. I wish I had that volume. Okay, and then we have the 2 of Cups. There we go. The star, the world, and the 2 of Cups. So that sounds like, yeah, there's a lot of potential, a lot of potential. And what we were speaking of in the channeled messages with the world kind of tying up loose ends, and you're at an end of an era, the end of some sort of past experience. Okay, so you are stepping into something new, and there's a lot of potential because the stars here, stars always like shoot for the stars. There's so much potential in you, so much potential that you are almost like that you have been wasting at times. I can vouch for this myself. Sometimes I do sleep in, or sometimes I don't do the things that are on my checklist, or the things that I don't want to do, I just don't do them, and I procrastinate, and all this stuff that the shoulda, woulda, coulda is like, I should have done that today. I would have done it if I didn't do that. Or I could have done it if it had not been for blah, blah, blah. Put in, insert whatever you are aware of when you do those types of patterns yourself. But that's the energy that's coming through. There's a lot of potential. Okay. And there's a lot of potential for aligning with love and for love to actually come through. This is like, okay, so the Two of Cups also places this in the love category. So if you are searching for love, it's not going to be in all the wrong places anymore. For some reason, all the crap that's been in the way of love, of like true, committed, unconditional love, it's going to be cleared through this equinox. What you need to let go of is going to let go of you, so that it makes it easier for you to move forward and for you to align with someone who's a lot more loving. You may actually fall in love during this fall season, especially. Or, if you're in the southern hemisphere, then it's spring and love is in the air. Okay. Yeah, you are tying up some loose ends, though. The world came out because this is a chapter that's closing. There's a lot of shifts happening, a lot of transformation. I know it's been a very transformative year for many of us, for the world. I really think it's been a transformative year all around. Everyone's been feeling the crunch. They've been feeling the shifts. They've been feeling the pain and the change. I don't think change comes without pain. I think there, with a little bit of change, there is some pain, especially in growth, and in letting go. That's hard, growth and letting go. Think about it on both sides. It's difficult for sure. So that's where we're at right now. And I totally understand that the channeled messages were also calling me out for the things that I've been kind of putting off and avoiding and all that. So, hey, we're all in it together, right? Let's see what we've got here for other cards, okay? We've got, Middle World, Soul Retrieval, Galena, and the number 29. This is very blue. And there's a gate here, or kind of like a portal of energy. And there's something shooting out there. Maybe that's the Galena right there, because this connects to a crystal as well as other things. So this might be like the colored crystal that it is, this bluish color. And in the background, there's this open space, a portal to a new world. It looks like you're shooting through. It looks like you are shooting through it. Wow. Okay. Now, the Cardinal, I just want to talk about that a little bit too. I didn't talk so much about it, but I was going to look in the guidebook, but it's just a little booklet. And I really think the thing that I notice with cardinals is not only their bright red color, and especially because when I see them, they usually appear in the cooler months of the year. And they are badass looking birds. They do have this confidence about them. I do think that there's confidence that is approaching you. There's something regarding this confidence. Maybe this doubt has been covering up the confidence that you have, or this doubt is doubting your confidence in yourself. But either way, there's something about confidence happening here, maybe a shift, a transition, something, the doubt is being released from your energetic field. And therefore, then the confidence you can move into greater confidence with yourself and with your actions moving forward, because there's been a lot of confusion, right? So the cardinal also, to me, it reminds me of a messenger from the other side of the veil. So this can be ancestors or spirits, spirit guides, energy like that. So I think that there's someone maybe who's connected to this, who's kind of knocking at your door, trying to connect with you, trying to let you know that you are correct in your assumptions and your thoughts and everything. I mean, maybe not all of your thoughts, but you're definitely on point with thinking, certain things need to change. There's things that need to drop away. I'm ready to move forward, right? Because the whole question of like, what if I'm wrong? That was just a doubt or second guessing yourself, right? But you know what you need to do. You know what is best for you at this point in your life. And I think you just need to go and do it. I'm saying it to myself as well. I just need to go and do it. And then we'll be a lot more confident, right? So let's see what we've got here. The Keeper of Alchemy, the number 20. So there's a different type of bird here, but it almost looks like a similar portal. There's a tree here, and there's a portal within the tree itself. It looks like you are aligning, you're freeing yourself from something. Keeper of Alchemy, I'll look at this in the guidebook, but that one is feeling a lot like alignment. The green color, that sage color, and the fact that we have it's very tree related today, right? We have the pine cone here, which is the seed of the tree. And this pine cone can create a full-grown pine tree, a ponderosa pine tree. Can you believe that? From this little seed that I can hold in my hand, it will then become a tree that's so potent and powerful and strong. And why am I saying this? It's because this seed is like yourself. What you plant right now is what you will have in the future. So what you are planting right now in your life, whatever you're deciding on doing, a new workout routine, exercises, yoga, stretching, I'm hearing singing and chanting, prayer, committing to a meditation practice, finally, getting out in nature more, sitting by trees. I don't know, that just something like that. If you make it a commitment to yourself, then you will see in the future years, in the future days, weeks, months, quarters, and years, you will see a difference. Small little commitments here and there. It doesn't take much. You don't have to change everything all at once, but one thing at a time, right? Let me grab some water. I'm a little dry here. And I'll look at the Keeper of Alchemy book. So let me see. Tree Keeper's Oracle, number 20. Trees are among nature's alchemists. They turn root, dirt, and seed into leafy green shade, the sunlight into sap and honey. This is your job right now as an alchemist. You are the one with transformation's power at your fingertips. Unexpressed pain turns into suffering. Unexpressed joy becomes stagnation. But emotions that are grieved, mourned, celebrated, or shared, given their creative voice, becomes art. The medicine is found inside the wound, but not unless it becomes expressed. Take the raw materials of your experience and turn them into song, dance, or art. Weave a story with the threads of your hope and despair. And you are lifting up into this portal. This shift is hugely celebrated right now. But look, yeah, your emotions that are grieved, mourned, celebrated, or share, given their creative voice, become art. This really also aligns with, I think, pile number 3 as far as the channel message goes. So you might want to check pile number 3, and especially because the pine cone and the pine needle that I showed in the beginning are both from ponderosa pines. So there's a connection there. You don't have to, but I was just thinking that in my head. Okay, we've got this. Okay, singing stones transmit your vibration, use your voice. Okay, so yeah, it is connected with this energetic stagnation might be in your throat chakra, being able to speak your truth, to hear yourself, to really commit to yourself, to voice it out into reality, into your world, um, into manifestation. Yeah. Voicing what you want, singing it out, chanting it out, belting it out. Yeah. And this soul retrieval, if you think about soul retrieval, you might want to do a shamanic journeying or a shamanic, drumming session, trance-like state that brings you into a different type of awareness, level of awareness where you can retrieve a certain part of you. Where did you lose your voice? At what point in your life did you feel like you couldn't speak up or speak your opinions? Because this is asking for you to retrieve that part of yourself, that part of your soul that has been lost due to traumas in the past. You know what? It might not even be from this lifetime. I do think that part of it is, though. And therefore, you can do something about any of it. If you just ask someone who is well versed in soul retrievals, in shamanic practices, this is a great time of year to do it during the energy of the eclipse season. Oh, and the energy of the equinox as well. That's what we're mainly talking about is the equinox, but I was saying eclipse season too. That's really important to know. A good time for you to do any of this deeper level work and soul retrieval is this time. Actually, that's usually when I do it for myself. Maybe I should be doing that. Okay. Note taken. I do have a trip coming up to Crestone, Colorado pretty soon, and I'm really excited because that is during the actual equinox, and I always try to take 1 or 2 days off at or around the equinox, and some years I haven't been able to, but when I've been in tune with it, it's really helpful for me to take those days off and really tune in to my own heart and my own desires. I write out things that I want to let go of and to manifest. I get out in nature. Like that's a real important part of my life for me. And I'm going to be doing that with my partner this year. So I'm really excited. This is great. Maybe you want to do that too. Just get away, take a few days off, take a sick day, a mental health day for it if you're working. Or just if you can just step away for the actual moment of the equinox when it happens, when the shift happens. Kind of like when that transition happens, there is a moment where there's a burst of energy that is actually given to you through this portal. Okay. Lily Spirit Quartz. Lily Spirit Quartz. That's a different spelling of lily. Lilae. Lilae. Spirit Quartz. Community. So healing, division, teamwork, and freedom. You know, this feels very collective. This is a collective approach today. I think this is a collective time of healing, and it's also a time of collective upheaval. It kind of is happening all at once, here, now. I think there's a movie called Everything Everywhere All at Once or something like that. And that's a pretty crazy movie, but it just reminded me of that, like when I was saying everything's happening like here right now all at once. You might be drawn toward that movie. Okay, so the Lily Spirit Quartz, let me look in the book for that. This has a very positive turn with everything, community, freedom, that bird flying up, and the trees here, the keeper of alchemy, flying up, the singing stones. There's freedom in this, and you have community here too. You're connecting with others. Maybe, yeah, and I do think there's someone that's also connecting with you, the Two of Cups energy, because this is right underneath. It's really close to my heart now. This energy is soft, it's powerful and potent, yet it has this softness to it. It's like kind of fluffy. If I can feel that energy, it's got a fluffiness, a gentleness. You know, Archangel Metatron is coming through as well. He brings a gentleness to him. He's like the gentle giant. When I see him, he's just this gigantic being with gigantic hands and calloused fingers, and they're huge. And then he comes in though, and he does like the most meticulous of things. And he's actually really good at soul retrievals. Did you know that? He's actually really good at psychic surgery. So you can also call upon him if you need help with psychic surgery, with a soul retrieval, if you have some sort of loss, or if you're having an issue with letting go of something or someone right now, and you know that you need to. He's really helpful in this whole transformative process. So don't be afraid to ask him for help too. If you don't know how to connect to him, there's many, many ways. I see him, he actually came through without me even trying to connect years ago. But for you guys, if you're trying to connect with him, there's many, many videos out there that can help you with that on YouTube. And you can just even call out his name, Archangel Metatron, please help. If you don't believe in archangels or angels, then think of him as a being of light. Because he is. He's a being of light. He's here for the betterment of humanity. He was once a human, from what I've heard and what he's told me. He's been human before, so he understands the experience of being human. This is not for everyone, okay? It can be tough to be embodied, especially right now, right? Maybe not. I don't know, because I don't know what it was like to experience being embodied maybe in the 1600s, or maybe I do. I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. Let's see what other cards you've got. Okay. Healing geranium. Oh, geraniums. I love the smell of geraniums. We've got Aries right there too. Okay. I know I said I'd look at the guidebook for these, so let me take a look at that, and then I'll get back to you in a sec. So we've got the Earth Alchemy with Lily Spirit Quartz. I wanted to look at that one first, if it shows. This is so tiny here. Oh, no way. It is Lilac Spirit Quartz. Ah, I was thinking it was Lily. I gotta get my eyes checked. Oh my gosh. Okay, Lilac Spirit Quartz. After 58 million times saying that, 48. Okay. Healing, division, teamwork, and freedom. So it just shows Lily, or now I'm saying it, Lilac Spirit Quartz speaks with a melodic voice. What we need is more magic and more togetherness. She understands the need for bringing people together through the many things that are trying to divide us. When I asked Lilac Spirit Quartz what flower it wishes to pair with, she answered with a giggle, all of them. She offers a vibrant wildflower field. Yeah, see that? Beautiful wildflower field. Let's see here. Where she says she will find the fairies in abundance. Many fairies skip, run, and dance around this stone. They adore its energy and high vibration. To work with it is to work with the fae. They are eager to assist in mending the heart, they say, offering cute visuals of them sewing patchwork quilts over your heart, mending leaks and tears with bright fabric and light. She is the epitome of togetherness, formed of faceted, candle-shaped terminations that are encrusted with hundreds of tiny points that radiate and amplify energy spirals in all directions. She will light up the space with colors and a chorus of sounds and bring high vibrational energy, lightness, and brightness. Her medicine speaks of compassion and community. It's time to ask for some extra help or reach out to a friend to repair relationships and gift of bringing family together on this physical plane. Through the spirit plane, she will bring soul groups and star families together. Wow. So this crystal actually cleanses other stones that she's around. As the fairy have shown us, it repairs holes in the etheric body, aura, and can dispel negative attachments, hooks, cords, and even entity attachments, with their help, of course. She is a tool for spirit release, helping attract new fairy guides to support you through the next leg of your journey. She's a glorious stone of non-duality, blending and harmonizing the masculine, feminine, yin and yang energies within you. That's amazing. I love this for you. Oh my God. So you're connected to the fairy realm, and you have probably a little bit of fae energy yourself in you. This is beautiful because then we've got the pink geranium. So now lilac spirit and the pink geranium. So let's look at the geranium here rather quickly. Okay, 27. No, 37. What am I looking at here? Okay. Gardening is cheaper than therapy, and you get tomatoes. Okay, the oracle meaning is it is time to take everyone's opinion into account, and while you may need to make a compromise, there should be a good outcome. Geraniums indicate you need to take time out to care for yourself and connect more fully with your higher and lower self. Cooperate with others and creativity in groups, and also need. Wow, okay. We're just going to stop that. Okay. So comfort, vitality, virility, peace of mind, love, happiness. Deities are Freya, Thoth, and Apollo. Celestial is Venus, and astrological sign is Aries. Okay. That's beautiful. Cooperation and connection. So it did say in the channeled messages that you were going to step away for yourself, do something alone. You don't have to necessarily be alone. It just said it in the channeled messages. You need self-care. That's what it is. So take the advice of others, do some self-care, do some like little rituals for yourself. Maybe you want to get a lilac spirit quartz now that you know that you're connected to it. I might do that. And if you see any wild geraniums, I see pink and white wild geraniums all the time around here. And this is kind of the end of the season. Usually it's springtime when they pop up. But if you find any geraniums, maybe you'll be drawn to use them on your altar or otherwise. So that's just coming through. Let's see what other cards we've got here. We've got the air, unseen potential and hesitation. See, this is what we were talking about, the star, that potential energy. There is a there's a connection there, unseen potential, and then the hesitation. We've been hesitating, right? We've been putting things off that we shouldn't have been putting off for so long, especially self-care. So That's the big part of it. Like, you need to care for yourself first before being able to move forward. And this equinox is going to help you with that. It's going to help to bring some vitality back to you, to ground your energies, to bring community and like-minded souls together. And so are the eclipses as well. The eclipses are something that helps with major transformation. So there's potent, extra potent energy happening right now. And you don't have to be in the eclipse season for this, but if it doesn't have to be in 2025. Whenever you're viewing this, this is the season of change for you. It is more potent usually if you're around or in the eclipse or the equinox season. Well, eclipse season too, see? Then we've got choose your weapon. So there's one that's a pen or a pencil, and then there's a knife. So they're crisscrossing. It looks like the Two of Swords almost. Choose your weapon. So knife. You know what I'm hearing? You can choose to write out your actions. You can choose to cut things up into smaller, more palatable bites. And I'm even thinking maybe make yourself some good soup and stew, something that's really your body's nourishing. Maybe you haven't nourished your body in a while with good foods, whole foods, foods with sustenance. Yeah. I feel like the time is now to be able to write down the things that you wish, to release the things that you want in your life, to move forward and transform. And then the knife showing, you can cut away the fat, so to speak, on your meats, but also make a really nice stew, like a bone broth stew or something like that would be very helpful for you at this time to really nourish yourself and your body. Your body is a tool, your mind is a tool, but you've been kind of pushing it aside for some time. So it's really being asked to be looked after. Yeah. And there's people who want to help you too. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Anything else that wants to come through for pile number 1? Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands. You're a tough cookie. 9 of Wands is that the warrior, the wounded warrior who's actually stood up, defended themselves, done so much, and yet they really need to do something for themselves as well. And then the Princess of Swords. That is the Knight of Swords, if I'm not mistaken. She is witty, she is ready, she's action-oriented, she's using her weapon for good. She's got a scroll on her left hand, her sword on the right hand, and she's on a long journey. She's ventured pretty far, and if you see, she's actually coming from a doorway, so you've gone through the portal. You've already done the hard work. You've gone through a lot. I really think that's probably it. Should I do this one? Yeah, the 7 of Discs. Yeah, so this is you reaping your rewards. You've done a lot of work, a lot of toil and labor. This lady she's pregnant. Look at that. She is pregnant. And she has been doing a lot of work. She needs to rest. Especially when she's pregnant. It doesn't mean you can't do work. Of course you can work, but to what extent? You've done the work now, just rest and wait. Let things kind of move through. And I'm not saying rest forever. You've probably used that as a way of procrastinating or hesitating in the past. So I'm not saying to just rest all the time, but just give yourself some nourishment right now. And during this season, the really on or after the equinox is when you'll notice these shifts happening, the change happening, where you're going to just be more like action-oriented, go-getter, ready for anything, and you know what you want. You're self-directed. You're moving forward. You have an idea in your mind. Now you're going to go for it. You're not going to hold off and wait and hesitate and say, yeah, but I can't, I won't, I shouldn't. What if you don't try, right? Okay, so this is major, major, major for you. I am wishing you the best of luck during this season. Let me know how it all goes. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Go down to the comment section and let me know what's been going on for you. And I will see you in another reading. Jai Ma. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. Today's reading is about the equinox that's coming up, or if we're in it already, this is about the equinox, whether it be fall, the autumn equinox, which is what I'm in the northern hemisphere, or the southern hemisphere would be having the spring equinox. Now, this is also eclipse season as we're in right now, and it's pretty big energies. So let's see what's going on for you. Pile number 2, this is your significator card, which is the Peacock. I absolutely love this Peacock. It's not flashy or anything. It's just kind of hanging out. So let's also look at this beautiful stone. I don't know what kind of stone this is. It's just something that I picked up on my hike the other day. And I just thought it was beautiful. Kind of has a lot of dark, like black, grayish, slate gray color. And it shines in the sun. You can't really see it too much here, but it does shine. I'm going to put that off to the side. We have channeled messages for each and every pile, so I'll start with the channeled messages, then we'll get some tarot cards, and we've got prepared oracle cards, which we'll do as well. So pile number 2. What is it about this equinox season? What's going on for you? What is the channeled messages? What are they saying? You've heard the saying, first is the worst, second is the best, third is the one with the treasure chest. Or you've probably heard first is the worst, second is the best, third is the one with the hairy chest, but I like the treasure chest better. Pile 2, I also heard second is blessed. And I wanted to write blissed, to be honest, but something pulls me away from what I think is great. There's a tug and a pull between hell and the pearly gate. I'm scrunching my nose, 11's on my head. What's tying you up? What's been left unsaid? What fears have you been holding and gripping and griping? What patterns embedded that are faster than lightning? It's time you knew the whole damn truth of who and what you are, and that you came from a star, from afar and away, and through a wish then you came to the earth to be then cleared of everything from yesteryear. As ancient as the sea urchins crawl, the redwood forest and the Stonehenge wall, you're asked to rise and seek above misery of the separation of duality. How lonely some of you must feel of the betrayal of the one, but ye who look beyond the veil are as bright as the shining sun. Let go of timid, tattered thoughts that seek to dim your light, and as you do, you'll cut right through the darkest of the night. So equinox comes year after year, 6 months, and then again to help you to release the lies of the name and form that you came with in disguise. So that's the channeled messages so far. Which I kind of liked. It didn't start off being poetic, but then it just went right into it. And you are pretty blessed to have this peacock here. It means that you are unique. You have some pride, or you should be prideful of who and what you are definitely someone who's a bird of a different feather. And that's okay. It's just sometimes I know that the world is not meant for some of us who are a little different, or at least it's just slow to integrate our uniqueness. So let's just see what the messages come through, especially through these tarot cards, and then we'll, okay, we've got one already. We've got the Force. Oh, we've got the Strength card here. Power to you. Look at that, the Force. You are a powerful being. Wow. And this is the Tarot of Light. I really like her artwork. So a lot of it is angelic. A lot of it has a different, you know, I just like her artwork. So that's part of why I chose it today for this powerful transition here. Okay, we've got the Ten of Hearts. Oh my gosh, the Ten of Hearts is the Ten of Cups. Culmination. Sorry if you're hearing my stomach growl. I'm a little hungry, to be honest. Ten of Hearts, culmination, strength, and culmination. Okay, let's see one more, please. One more, Spirit. Oh, we got two. Anytime I ask for one, I get two. We have the Six of Hearts, the Six of Cups, which is the past. Reminiscent of the past. She's got a star on her forehead. And then we have the Two of Angels. That is balance. So I think that's the Two of Wands. I'm going to take a look real quick. Hold on one sec. So that Two of Angels is the Two of Swords. And this one's saying that it's a balance. So let's take a minute here and really intuit what this is saying, especially given the channeled messages as well. Oh, wow. So there is, oh, wow. You are releasing indecision, stalemate, past confusion. You're releasing some of the past, just past confusion. I was seeing like past confusion here with the Six of Hearts and the Two of Angels. And then the culmination, the Force. So your strength lies in this Ten of Hearts. Your heart is overflowing. Okay. But you are, you're ancient. You are ancient as the sea. Yeah, you're coming to earth with this Ten of Hearts energy, with fulfillment, with love, with a different perspective on life. And there is a reason why you came back. And I'm saying coming back, it's because you might be from the stars. You might be considered, you know, considering yourself as a star seed or someone who doesn't feel like they belong here. Yet this is a ultimate wish fulfilled for you to be coming here. The Ten of Hearts, oh, it's not even the Nine of the Nine of Cups would be like a wish fulfilled. But what I'm seeing is with the Ten of Cups, it's like this is what you wanted. This was ultimate fulfillment for you to be coming here because you're fulfilling your mission, you're fulfilling your dreams to clear past karmic energies, indecision, confusion, cutting ties with the past, with past karmic relationships. This is what you came here for, right? Let go of timid, tattered thoughts that seek to dim your light. And as you do, you'll cut right through the darkest of the night. Right? You're here to remember yourself. You're here to go beyond duality. You may have felt like you were betrayed by the one, by God, for being here and being here right now. It's kind of a hard, it's been very tough. If you've been seeing the news, if you've been seeing anything on the media recently, it's been very tough. There are people who are, and maybe it's hitting your home too. It's hard for you guys to make it, meaning to even live day to day. Like there's just things that are really hard. Like I know groceries in the United States are very expensive now. Yeah. Living wage is not going up. Wages have stayed about the same for like the past 20 years. Very same energy. Like there's not much that's been moving upward, but I do know what's moving upward is the cost of living, houses, housing, rent, mortgage. Oh God, there's so much that we have to pay for and so little that we get back in a lot of ways. So it's like you're being forced to find strength within yourself and really take pride in the fact that you are here, you are unique, you're here to be different. You are to kind of stir the pot a little bit in some ways and to find your voice, find your uniqueness as well if you haven't done that already. Let's take a look here. We've got a bunch of cards. We've got the Sacred Healing with Malachite. I was just looking at Malachite over there. I saw my Malachite crystal just giving off this energy. And I turned this over and we have Malachite right here with Sacred Healing and Medicine Drum, the number 25. Malachite would be very good for you to work with. The color of Peacock is there's definitely blues in it as well, but the malachite itself is different variations or hues of green, and those are very healing colors, very healing. So this is a healing time for you. The equinox is a healing time for you, a time to heal past concerns. So this is a great, this might be really a tough season actually for you, pile number 2, but I do think it's going to be like one of the best seasons of your life moving forward. Then we've got the Keeper of Grace with the number 27. So this is from the Tree Keeper Oracle deck. And there's a man that's like branching or stemming out of a tree. I don't know what's going on in his head, but doesn't it seem fitting though, because that Two of Angels, that Two of Swords, this is the confusion that's kind of clearing out from your head. Look at all that craziness going on in his head there. I will look at the Tree Keeper Oracle guidebook here. Where is it? The Tree Keeper's Oracle, the number 27. Maybe you're 27. Okay, while a capitalistic system that profits from you feeling less than would have you believe that true strength comes by force, the Tree Keepers would have you understand that prowess and power come from balance. Look at that. We were just talking, we have the force and balance. The interplay between an active will and a surrender to what is. When we refuse to take things personally and see ourselves as part of the living organism of nature, we can accept what is, while also engaging our creativity to shape our personal reality. Between those opposite energies lies the golden thread of grace and the fierce, the tender heart of surrender. Yeah. Surrendering to the grace that you were bestowed. Coming here is actually an act of grace for yourself because you have all this karmic buildup from past lives, past energies, lifetimes in different places too. It's not just Earth is almost like that place where you come, where you can live out and resolve some of these karmas. And then there's other places where you can go, like what Brahmaloka is. It is the celestial abode, the abode of Brahma and the celestials. So those who have done really good deeds and good karmas, have a good karmic build up, then they go there. But they only go there for a certain amount of time, and then they have to come back. Come back meaning to an earth like this that helps to level out the playing field again and help you to recognize your true self, your true worth, and to release you from the cycles of life and death, if that is what you are wishing for. You don't have to. You could continue to live on in these cycles and to build up better karma so that you're not here again in the next lifetime or lifetimes, if that's not what you want. But Earth is such a beautiful place too, if you think about it, because it does show you the dualities of life. And there is beauty, there's loss, there's love, and there's hatred. There's so much. There's joy and there's sadness. We can feel and experience all of this as embodied beings, mind you. That's pretty nuts, if you ask me. But anyhow, I digress. Let's continue. The Guardian Stone, awakening, progress, and initiation. The Guardian Stone. Guardians. You have guardians, actually. Ancestral guardians that are watching you. You might have certain stones and crystals that you're really attached to or you like. Maybe malachite's one of them. But those are guardian stones. Those are entities that are helping you through this process of awakening and initiation. This is an initiation. It's like Earth is school for the PhD level students. Those who are here, and I'm not saying every single person here, they might just have amnesia and not know why they're here. But if you're here listening to me now, then you know that there is a reason why you came here. There's a greater purpose. And the purpose is not just to live and die. There's something more to it, right? Or you're hoping that there is. Oops. Let's put that back. Okay, we've got the Cycle Breaker. This is another one from the Stone Oracle. Okay. The Cycle Breaker. You'll get through it and cycle ending. See, you're a curse breaker, a cycle breaker. You're breaking the cycles of the karma buildup, the karma that keeps on coming through, whether good, bad, or indifferent. It's karma is karma. That means that your actions have created some sort of outcome that has to be, I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is, but it has to be played out, I guess. So what you're trying to do is kind of like release all these karmas, good and bad. And so some people experience more good karma in this lifetime. You know, they just want to use it all up and whatever. But then what happens to the bad karma? So you just have to know that karma is karma. I don't know if all of you believe in past lives. I know some people don't. Honestly, if you actually think about it from a high point of view, we are all one. We are unity. We are here right now, and the here and now is the only thing that counts. So therefore, what does it matter with the past or the future? I mean, aside from having to live it out in this linear timeline. But if you're thinking of it from a very high standpoint, from, those of the masters, the ascended masters, the teachers, the saints and the sages, they would see it differently. Maybe they don't even really think too much about the past or previous karmas. They just are here and they're experiencing what they experience in the here and now, and that's what they're working on, is the present moment. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. We have Amber and Dawn Redwood. Did we not say something about Redwood in your channeled messages? So it says rewild, druid, tree keeper, perception versus reality. I'm going to look in the book for this one for sure, but look at all these greens and very earthy vibe colors, the greens and blues and kind of like the earth colors. Okay, we've got the twins, self-protection and dual natures. We're talking about duality here. Duality, the yin and the yang. Yes and no, up and down. Everything and nothing. The sun and the moon. The equinox, right, is a direct shift. It's a moment of reflection between those two. There's an equality. The equinox, it's equal sunlight and moonlight, or midnight, nighttime. So daytime and nighttime. Interesting. So the twins are coming out. They're showing you that there is this dance in duality. Divination with the number 14. With chives, allium, I can't say that last word. The allium plant. Very interesting. We'll continue. I'm just looking at the rest of your cards. Loneliness and ruins. Oh, yeah, the spotlight's on you. You feel like you're just the only one, but you don't see everything else out here in the blackness. And then ruins, you're restructuring. It's kind of like the tower moment here. So you might go through a little bit of chaotic tower moments during this equinox and eclipse season. And that's okay. You're just having to remind yourself that you're not alone. You're not alone in this. You may feel very alone. And I think that said it in the channel messages too. Let me see. I gotta remind myself here. How lonely some of you must feel of the betrayal of the one, but ye who look beyond the veil are as bright as the shining sun. That is not some way that I speak. I don't speak that way. And that comes through how lonely some of you must feel of the betrayal of the one. Yeah. And you've got 2 here and 2 here. 2, 2, 22 might be of importance for you. The number 22. Now let's look at Amber and Dawn Redwood, and then we'll look at the divination in the guidebooks, because I really like these ones and I like reading from them. Amber and Dawn Redwood. And I think we did talk about Redwood in this too. As ancient as the sea urchins crawl, the redwood forest and the Stonehenge wall. You were asked to rise and seek above the misery of the separation of duality. Okay, so I'm looking for amber. So interesting. I just bought an amber crystal too at the gem show. Number 65 here. 65. Rewild. Amber is a light of the golden age, a time when we knew our divinity and felt that close connection to all that is. We were unified and lived through the heart. That's where I feel like we were. Amber wishes to bring back the light of the golden ages through reactivating cellular memory, helping you remember genetic lessons passed on through your ancestry, and supporting you in clearing family patterns. So this is also in clearing your familial and ancestral patterns. It is a gift of the trees formed of protective tree resin from prehistoric forests fossilized over millions of years. In essence, it was formed by light and life. All of these properties hold and radiate to you the light of its protection, the gift of renewal, and the ability to see the beauty in your life. Its energy stimulates the cells to heal themselves and support tissue regeneration as the tree protects itself from disease. Amber is a purifier that draws out toxins and disease from the body, mind, and spirit. It transmutes negative energy with its abundance of life force energy. So if you have called this card to you, you are an ancient protector of the earth. Amber speaks to your druid links, wisdom keeper lines, and sacred protector origins. It's time to dive deeper and bring focus to your ancestors. Visit some ancient trees for connection and downloads, maybe the redwood forest, because we talked about that. So then we see the redwood, the dawn redwood. It's often called a living fossil due to its age. It's been preserved and unchanged on a molecular level for millions of years. Its medicine is one of renewal, but that is only scratching the surface. This is a tree that was thought to be lost for a long period of history until it was found in China in the 1940s with crystals. We find that when new finds are uncovered, it is at a time when humanity is ready to receive their energy and teachings, or when they are needed for change and shifts to take place. This could be said of this tree. It existed quietly for a long time. Sometimes it's okay to just sit quietly and go about your work. You don't have to fuss or shout or draw attention. Just quietly get on and do it. Dawn Redwood gives the lessons of councils of earth elders. They encourage us to work together for the greater good so we can withstand, survive, and thrive like them. Their presence on this card has created a natural cathedral, a sacred space for you to surround yourself in to help you reconnect with your primal earth wisdom. Wow. So you'll feel calmer, grounded, and more inspired. Okay. Absolutely amazing, especially since I had the redwoods in the channel messages and I had no idea that this was coming through. The Guardian Stone, the Cycle Breaker, Amber and Dawn Redwood, Divination, Ruins. We're thinking, I heard Druid again. Druid with Ruins. The Twins, that duality. There's a lot of shifting that you're doing. The more that you shift yourself, connecting with your own heart space, the greater good you do to the world and to Earth itself, and the greater good you do for the universe, for everyone and every being and every little living thing, great and small. And I think now, looking at it now, the Guardian Stone too, with awakening, progress, and initiation. So I feel like you are the initiator in a lot of ways too. Is there anything else that wants to come through? I want to see. I feel like you can't see all of these. I'm sorry if you couldn't. I didn't realize that until I just saw. Okay, how about that? Hopefully it's a little bit better. Okay, there. Okay, let's see. Do I do more? Maybe like one more card, two, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's do 2 if we can. To the spirits, to our ancestors, to the pile 2 collab here. We have the path, number 7, with exploration. This is the Major Arcana Chariot card, number 7. moving right along. Okay, what else? The Nine of Angels, Guardian. So this is the Nine of Swords, and it was in reverse. So actually, that's really nice to see, because the Nine of Swords in reverse shows that there's a release of worry, a release of obsessiveness, of obsessive thinking, obsession in the thoughts, just compulsory habits. Wow. In the thought space. Yeah. I want to read this one more time down here. Let go of timid, tattered thoughts that seek to dim your light. So you're letting it go during this time. And as you do, you'll cut right through the darkest of the night with those swords, the swords. So equinox comes year after year, 6 months, and then again to help you to release the lies of the name and form you came in with disguise. Okay. So this is happening rather quickly for you. You're getting help. You're helping yourself, actually, more than anything. You are not alone, even though I know at times it feels like a lonely path that you're walking, because you're the peacock, bird of a different feather. You are the peacock. But I have nothing more for you in this pile. I think that's all we've got here. So just the biggest takeaway really is that you are unique. You come from a different place, different time, different experience altogether, and you're here as one of the earth guardians and earth angel, so to speak. And yet you're here to also release a lot of the karmas from your past lives, past history, experiences, from your ancestral lineage, DNA. So during this equinox and eclipse season, this is what you're doing. And this is why you're here on Earth. This is the biggest reason why you're here. And this is such a huge, important point for you in 2025 and beyond. Okay, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading, and go down to the comment section. Let me know what resonated for you, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Jai Ma. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. Today's reading is about the equinox, and we are also in the eclipse season right now. So there's a lot of potent energy floating around right now. We're getting to the point of the equinox, and for me, it's the autumn equinox because I'm in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, then that would be the spring equinox. However, it is a very potent time, a very important time to just take a little bit of time out, wedge some time for you to do a little bit of ritual work here. So pile number 3, here is your significator card, and it is the Swan. I love this. Okay, Swan, so graceful, so beautiful, monogamous, enjoying its life. Okay, and then we have this cluster of ponderosa pine needles, as you can see. So I also said to pile number 1 because that had a pine cone from a ponderosa pine. So if you were drawn to any one deck or any one pile, it would be potentially look at pile number 1. I would also suggest maybe pile number 2. I don't know why I'm saying that, but pile number 2 as well. I think either or both. Okay. They have different messages today. So I will read the channeled messages that I have, and the channeled messages for each and every pile. I have that, and then we'll get some tarot cards for you, and we have these oracle cards as well. So let's take a look at your channeled messages, pile number 3. And in between me drinking some water. because my voice is a little raspy today. I don't know why it gets that way after the third pile. Okay, pile number 3. Singing you may be graced with, or singing you may not. But what I know 1000% is power's what you've got. Power like you have right now withstands the test of time. And this power of the equinox helps you aligning to what's true to you, what's true within your heart, will help catapult you forward, igniting creative art. Flowing through your body is all of this energy. Unhinged, untamed, you might get maimed. So try your very best to focus on the treasure chest. Pursue your passions. Let beauty flow. Enjoy the wonders of the show. Let not your fears and fables drown out the uniqueness of your sound. Relax your face, relax your jaw. You, my friend, wow, I'm in awe. Release your grip, soften your gaze. The work you're doing will be praised by many who, unbeknownst to you, are healing because of the path you pursue. And maybe you'll never know just how far your ripples go. You don't pretend, you don't perform. Your very being shifts the norm. So trust the way you're meant to grow, the quiet magic in your flow. This equinox, let grace take lead. You are the prayer, the spark, the seed. So bless your path and bless this day. The light within you leads the way. That one was the most poetic sounding, the most graceful of my poetry, mine meaning the channeled beings and whatnot that come through in the form of automatic writing. But that was beautiful. Wow. So you have so much power within you and grace because you have the swan. The swan is a symbol of grace. And you're like a seeker of beauty. Yeah, I really think that. Excuse me. So let's take a look at your cards here. What wants to show up for pile number 3 for the equinox, for this, the fall and or spring equinox. Okay, we've got the sun. I'm speechless. I love that. I love that for your group already. Wow. Okay, and then we've got under the bottom, I couldn't help but look, but we've got the 7 of Wands. That might be something that you're not aware of that's happening, but you are a leader, whether you know it or not. Okay, let's see, is there anything else that wants to come out and show its face in pile number 3? Pile number 3, the equinox and the eclipses. What is it showing? The 8 of Pentacles is huge. Look at this. We've got an echinacea, like an echinacea flower head, and we have a little bee on there. I love taking pictures of bees and flowers. It's one of my favorite things to do. So the sun, 7 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. Because of the work that you do, you're leading the way in something. You are illuminating the path for others. You are definitely a leader. Let's see what we've got here. Personal power with chrysotile and power animal. That's the bear power animal, number 20. We also have an eagle up above. So there's a bear and an eagle. You've got 2 power animals in this. And it almost looks like the In the United States, there is a place called the Grand Canyon in Arizona. It's one of the most amazing sites I've ever visited in my entire life. It takes your breath away. And I feel like that's where this is showing right now, the Grand Canyon. It might not be, but that's what my mind is going to. So something about your personal power that takes people's breath away in a good way. It's awe-inspiring, right? We said that in the channeled messages. I think awe was what came out. Or, yeah, okay. Relax your face, relax your jaw. You, my friend, wow, I'm in awe. Release your grip, soften your gaze. The work you're doing will be praised by many who, unbeknownst to you, are healing because of the path you pursue. So there's something in regards to the path that you're pursuing, the work that you're doing, the connection to the creative projects that you're interested in, that you're working on. It's really creating this energy of power. Just there's so much power behind you. I don't know. I guess you're graced with that in this lifetime. Wow. We've got Keeper of Truth with the number 23. Wow. Okay, so there's masks on this tree. If you see below here, it's kind of like a little creepy. All these masks. Like a masquerade party or something. And it's on this tree branch. There's a woman who's in this white gown that's just very flowy. The sun or the moon is shining on her. I might be looking at this in the book I did for the other ones, I think. So, Keeper of Truth. So you're a truth seeker, a knower of truth, I hear as well. Not just a keeper of truth, but a knower of truth. Okay. We've got weather the storms, let it change you. Embrace the unexpected. And before I sat down for meditation with your group, there was a huge storm that came through. I mean, an actual storm, thunderstorm that came through. There was lightning, there was thunder, there was a lot of rain, there was wind howling, and there's still a little bit of wind that's howling right now, but the storm came through and now it's released and relaxed. So that's kind of part of the whole energy of this this time, this equinox for you. If you don't feel like you're quite there yet, this is the energy that you're stepping into and you're moving into, whether or not you know it, because I don't think you quite know it. I don't think you know how much of an impact you have on others with the Seven of Wands. You, my friend, are very much a leader. And in the way that you do life, I really think it's not because you're pursuing it in any way. You're not trying to pursue that leadership role. It's just that you have been positioned into that role because of what you're doing, because of the intense focus that you put onto your creative projects, into your life. Every single thing that you do becomes a work of a symbol of love for you, a symbol of beauty. You are so gracefully going and weaving in and out between everything. And I'm so sorry if you're hearing anything in the background. It's like, vroom, vroom, vroom. Okay. We have Herkimer, Diamond, and Snowdrop with Resurrection. Commitment, purification, and devotion. So there's a period of purification during this whole thing too. So with the Keeper of Truth and her beautiful white gown and being open, her arms are opened up to the sun and the moonlight, cleansing and clearing her equally, because again, the equinox is equal sunlight and nighttime. Wow, there's more rain that's coming through now. Okay, the storm, then the weather, the storm. So there's a potential for you to be experience a little bit of upheaval, a lot of energy coming through, because it's not only the equinox, but we're in eclipse season right now. So whenever you're coming to this though, whether it be in 2025 or beyond, it's showing you that there's this purification happening for your benefit and highest good. So Herkimer Diamond and Snowdrop is resurrection. So it's like you're coming out of this in a resurrected renewal. Like I feel like this is an ego death happening, or some sort of spiritual death and resurrection happening for you. Not on a true level. I don't think you're dying, but you might feel like it when you're going through some of this. And I don't want you to be scared of it. It is such a time of grace. Just remember to pray and to hold on to your highest ideal, to hold on to God, and to just be aware that you're good, you're okay. Things are happening for you in the best of ways. Grace is happening to you in the best of ways. You are graceful, and yet you are graced as well. Okay. Let's see here. We've got the Archer, riding or biding your time and planning ahead, the Archer. This is targeted. You are targeting, focusing in on exactly what you want to do. I really do think that this is a creative project for you, but I think also it goes beyond that. I think life is your project. Life is your creation, and it's true. You have created this life, and you should be proud of it. Yeah. Here we go. Leadership. So I just talked about leadership, that you're stepping into the leadership role, whether you know it or not. This was on the bottom of the deck, the tarot card, the Seven of Wands tarot card. So I do believe that it's something that you don't even realize that you're doing. Like you're just stepping into this. It's so graceful, this ease and grace that's happening for you. And this is broccoli. Make sure to eat your broccoli. Broccoli sprouts actually are very helpful when you're talking about anything that's physiologically wrong with the body. If you have any type of cancerous cells, tumors, growths, whatever's not supposed to be there, which I don't believe is like your problem or anything, but just being healthy. It's a very purifying type of food. Broccoli sprouts, you can do it quite easily. I used to sprout my own broccoli sprouts. You just buy a bag of broccoli seeds and sprout them overnight in water, and then let them grow for a week or something like that, not even. And then once they're big enough, you can eat them, put them on a whole bunch of foods. They're very tasty. You can juice them as well. I tried juicing them, not as easy as you would think. They get all over the place. So it would be better if you'd put it on like a, I don't know, it just as like a topping for something, or on your salad. I don't know. So leadership. I don't know why I just went on a spiel about broccoli sprouts. Maybe you should be eating more broccoli and broccoli sprouts. But broccoli, I'll look at it in the book. And then we've got, oh, look at this, pride. I'm not even like surprised by this, to be honest, because I felt like that. You should be prideful of your work. There's so much pride that actually came through in the channel messages. There's going to be a lot of praise in the work that you're doing as well. So you have this pride. Pride is okay. You should be proud of what you've accomplished and what you're accomplishing and what you're doing. Be proud of how far you've come. And what you've set your mind to, you're going to achieve. Whatever you set your mind to, like the Archer, you're going to achieve. You're right on target, right? Right on target. Boom. Okay, let's see here. We've got a whole bunch of other things to do here, but we're going to look at this card and this card in the books. So Herkimer, Diamond, and Snowdrop. I'll read a little bit of that for you guys. Number 31, page 31. Commitment, purification, and devotion. The element of air. Resurrection. Herkimer Diamond asks for more devotion to your practice. The more you show and surrender to her, the more she deepens her connection. It's a partnership, after all. At times, we need reminding how bright we are. Situations can wear us down, and we can doubt and question ourselves. Herkimer diamond amplifies your heart's fire and reflects such vast light, making it hard to ignore. This brings harmony to your space and heart. She is a master at this, holding space within and around you for realizations. Meditate and journey with her as she begins this connection to higher consciousness and opens you up in such a way that enhances your clairvoyance and clairaudio. Interesting. This desire to amplify energy does not end with you. She amplifies the energy of all around her, pairing beautifully with other stones of high vibration, such as moldavite, phenacite, I can't say that one, tanzanite, a whole bunch of others. She wishes to help align and restructure pathways of light through your third eye and higher chakras, particularly bringing awareness to your soma chakra, a major chakra above the third eye that connects your pineal gland. Okay. So then Snowdrop complements Herkimer's promise to release old patterns and reminding you of magic and bringing you close to peace and tranquility. Her nature of blooming through the winter months symbolizes the coming of warmer days. Her presence brings hope that you can weather the colder period and bloom, weathering the storms. She supports the opening of information and awakening coming in through your soma chakra and third eye. Before we can rebirth ourselves, our ideas and creations, we need to purify aspects of ourselves and bring awareness to the parts of us that we hide. We need to focus on inner work and release by looking inward, being still, and receiving. Look at where you are now on your spiritual journey and awakening. Is there something that you need to energetically let go of? Whether big or small, it all matters. Take some time to sit with this. Okay, well, I won't read more than that because I wanted to also look at this other book, the leadership card. So the Green Witch Oracle, number 6, broccoli. Plant your own garden and decorate your own soul instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers. Oracle meaning? It's time to take the initiative and step up, even if this means throwing your hat into many rings. Do not turn down opportunities that have even an inkling of promise, as there is something circling at the moment that has a lot of potential. Good luck, growth, health improvements, and physical gains are all an offer, as are moments of passion. Be careful to ensure you delegate as needed and that you speak up for yourself. So this is profit, strength, finances, good luck, protection. Deities are Zeus and Jupiter. Very positive cards, positive energy today. In pile number 3, I think in all the piles, actually, it's really great. Let's take a look at the tarot cards. A few more tarot cards, please, so we can fill up this space here, maybe 2 or 3. For pile number 3. Yeah, personal power, so much power. Okay, that one just flew out. And it flew on the 7 of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. This is long, sustainable, steady, slow progress, but it is progress. This is the work that you're working on. So stepping into this 7 of Wands, since it went on the 7 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles, this Knight of Pentacles laid across both, it means that it's slow, steady progress, stepping into leadership and doing your work. Yeah. So this is really a positive thing happening for you during this equinox season. I really think you should take a time out during this equinox season from like all of the projects that you're pursuing and just give it some time. Take a few hours at least out of your day on the day of the equinox If this is the day today that you're watching it, then please take a few hours or at least a few minutes, like a handful of minutes out of your day to really recognize the equinox and the energy that it's providing you and the information that it's providing you. It's a time of reflection for yourself and redirecting you sometimes in some ways. There's a purification that's happening, which is spiritual in nature. Wow, Judgment card. The Five of Wands released. And the Eight of Wands upright. Wow. So we've got the Judgment card, which is surrendering. It threw itself onto the Seven of Wands and Eight of Pentacles again. So this is a release, a drastic transformation. This woman has butterfly wings. There's a rabbit, so it's positive luck, good luck. I'm going to have to probably push this over just slightly here. Just enough to get these other cards in. Okay. We have the Five of Wands got flown out in the reverse. So releasing of conflict. Internal conflict is what I'm hearing the most of. Yeah. And then we've got the Eight of Wands. This is happening really fast for you. And it's aligning you. This one I really like because the Eight of Wands is aligning you to your truth. The Sun, which you are. And I do want to see in the Keeper of Truth. Remember, I was going to look at that and I totally forgot. Oh, goodness. The Tree Keeper's Oracle. I was just going to look at that too. I do like the guidebooks sometimes, and I've been looking at them a little bit more recently because I just wanted to. Keeper of Truth, no matter what you are facing right now and how it tempts you to look away, one thing is certain. Your anxiety is lying to you. The thoughts and beliefs that come from our early unworthiness programming are false stories. The crippling fear that you're not enough, that it'll never happen for you, that you are less than deserving of every good thing, all lies. It's time to unmask those falsities and seek proof of your inherent value and great worthiness, not by listening to old stories, but by telling new ones. Follow the Tree Keeper's example and have a conversation with the moon. Oh, that's the moon, the moonlight. Listen to her encourage you to shine. Endeavor to hear the voice that speaks the truest and most beautiful tale of you, even when facing uncertainty or doubt. And I do think that this is the time of resurrection, of renewal, of growth, of purification, I'm seeing this phoenix, a rising phoenix. And you have the Pride card here. This is directly like showing you that you might be even connected to pile number 2. So pile number 1, because of the pine needles here and the pine cone in pile number 1. But then the Pride card here is the Peacock. And that came through in pile number. The Peacock is the significator card for pile number 2. So take a look at that if you would like to. I think that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Let me just see. I love the poetry that came through for your pile. Singing might be part of this whole thing. Maybe the transformation is like allowing your voice to be heard finally in such a way, but maybe it's not. I don't know, because it said singing you may be graced with, or singing you may not. But what I know 1000% is power's what you got. Yeah. The power of the equinox helps you to align to what's true to you. Again, the Keeper of Truth, what's true to you and what's true within your heart. It will help you forward, igniting creative art. So focus on the treasure chest. Focus on the truth within yourself. What is it that you want to align to in this next phase of your life? Every single year you have this opening, but even this year seems to be a little bit different. Though whatever year you come to this, of course, it's powerful and potent, and it's meant for you. Okay. but something about 2025, this has been just such a crazy year. Focus your energy and your attention right now onto the stuff that you love to do, the things that you love and admire, the people whom you love and admire, the work that you admire, the work that you like to do. And that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading, and go down to the comment section and let me know what resonated for you. Otherwise, Jai Ma, and bye for now.